And we are expecting a few more people in. If you want to pop your cameras on, guys, that would be amazing, just so we can see your beautiful faces. So welcome to the Path to Authenticity. Hopefully we'll have a few more people join us soon. But I wanted to just introduce what this is about first very quickly. So we are going to take you through a bit of a transformation today. My name is Marcus Matthews. I'm an award-winning clinical hypnotherapist and life transformation coach. And I'm joined by Paulina and Yola, and we're going to take you on a bit of a journey this evening. And so what I want to do, before we kind of introduce you to the philosophy and what you're going to learn, let me just pass you over to Paulina. And Paulina can tell you a bit about herself and what she's going to be doing this evening. So Paulina, over to you.
So my name is Paulina. Oh, you cannot turn. Okay, I got it. So my name is Paulina. I'm an international yoga breathwork teacher, training, and facilitator. And tonight I'm going to take you through a beautiful breathwork session, a very short and sweet, to really connect you with the body and to create that sense of ease and peace. I know we're in the holiday season right now. Oh, welcome, Barbara. Nice.
Nice to see you, Barbara.
Right now. So I know it's a very stressful time for a lot of us because we have to do a lot of different things. So today's session will be very grounding. It will put you back into the body. It will allow you to feel really at peace and at ease. And we're really excited. Marcus and Yolanta, we're very excited to have you here to find out what we have to offer and how we can change your life and how we can contribute and create something beautiful together. So I'm going to give the mic to Yolanta so she can tell you a little bit more how this evening is going to look like. Okay, thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Yolanta, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to this transformative masterclass. As you know, I am compassionate coach, and my mission is to support individuals who have traversed trauma, loss, and grief, and together will break free from chains of limiting beliefs. I believe in the power within us, within each of you. So we'll together rediscover joy, purpose, and fulfillment. And with me, we'll explore the path to genuine happiness. I'm here to guide you in transforming your pain into purpose. And so as we gather in this space, know that you are not alone. And I'm honored to be part of your journey together with the Change Your Life Retreats team.
Awesome. So let me just I'll just go back to what the philosophy is, because I think we all believe in this, is that we want to empower people to live a beautiful life, right? To have an authentic life. And sometimes in an unauthentic world, that can be pretty difficult. So what we're going to go through tonight is I'm going to take you through a bit around your mind. So I help people find the root cause to why they feel the way they do. Because vibrationally, when we change our vibration, we can start to attract things into our life. And I've been really fortunate to have worked with celebrities, athletes, C-suite executives, and we're going to be sharing with you later on a really great opportunity of something that we're going to be doing in Pennsylvania in 2024. So just to give you a bit of an overview, I'm going to go through in a second about how the mind influences the body, how it influences our life, and what I call my 4 pillars of success. So I've been really, really lucky to have worked with some amazing people at the top of their game to coach them and to take them on these transformational journeys. And there's something that I've noticed in everybody who's truly successful, and I'm going to share that with you. The second thing I'm going to be looking at is the facts of abundance, right? So what are the facts to bring in abundant life into your reality? And so I'm going to strip that back and look at what are the things that we don't do. because we all know what we should do, right? If we want to have a brilliant body, we know we should eat well, go to exercise, right? We know these things. If we want to have money, you know, we've got to invest it, we've got to save it. If we're not feeling great, we should get nutrition in our body. But why don't we do it? So I'm gonna share with you why that is. And also, I want to dispel some rumors and some myths that you might be told about the way that your body and your mind acts. So my whole purpose is to really disrupt what people think and feel. I'm going to take you then through a bit of a coaching session, and we'll do it in the main room. If we get a few more people in, we might go into breakout rooms, but it's your opportunity to really tap into the kind of stuff that I do on a day-to-day basis and how you can take some actionable steps away. Once we've done that, so that's going to be around about 10 minutes or so. Once we've done that, then we get to do the best bit. So the best bit is, so Paulina's already kind of pre-recorded a beautiful breathwork session. It's about 10 minutes where we'll go into the body, we'll connect to the body, and we'll start to connect these things that we want to do in regards to building a beautiful life, and then bring that into the body. And after that, we'll get some reflection and feedback, and then we're going to share with you an amazing opportunity. We're also going to give you a free gift. So anybody who's on the line, we're going to give you a free gift as well. We're going to send you a copy of the breathwork recording that we're going to do tonight. I'm also going to give you what's called my transformational toolkit. So it's a document that you'll be able to take away and take actionable steps straight away. And we're going to give you that for free. So we're going to dive in. Guys, have you got anything you want to add at the moment? Or are we ready to dive in? Yola, Paulina?
I think we're good.
We're good. Cool. And I want you to think about this question. What does authenticity mean to you? What does authenticity mean to you? Also, what does a beautiful life look like to you? So Ria, I know, yeah, your camera, I know you can't see your camera, right? But if you can put in that, so Ria's put to be who I am. Wow. That's a pretty profound, I mean, Barbara, have you got any thoughts on that? I mean, to be who I am.
That's perfect, actually.
Yeah. And actually, yeah, who am I? We can flip that around, right? Who am I? Who am I really? And I'll invite you actually, when we do the breathwork stuff, to maybe be the observer of what comes up during that breathwork session. So let me go through the 4 pillars with you, because this might explain and help you a little bit. So just to give you a bit of background about my story. So back in 2016, I was shown as a police officer in the UK, and I was assaulted. And over a 2-year period, my mental health got to such a bad state that I was going to kill myself. So that's where I was. And sat abandoned, alone. I kind of said to myself, what am I going to do? Nobody's here to help me. You've got to do something yourself. So I thought, I tell you what, welcome, Eugene. So I thought, what shall I do? How can I get through this? So I'd heard of yoga, and I'd heard these yoga poses and journaling and all the rest of it. And so that's for girls. That's like woo-woo. That's crazy stuff, right? Because I'm ex-military, former police officer, right? So I'm not doing any of that crazy stuff. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I met my now mentor, and I was listening to a hypnotherapy recording, and full of anxiety, PTSD, you name it. And I started to, it was day 10, and as I was breathing deeply, so using the breath and listening to this recording, I started to get these flashes of white light in my head. It was interesting, you know. kind of in my own little head, kind of going, that's interesting what's going on. This white light got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I can only describe, it's like, you know, the Michelin Man or whatever it's called, you know, in Ghostbusters, the big, it was like my body was expanding. And then all of a sudden this energy came back into my body, down into my feet, and then raised up my body and everything lifted. So I go from this like really cynical, hard-nosed copper kind of masculine guy to going, what the hell just happened then? And that started me on a journey of transformation. And when I look back, one of the reasons why I think that happened was this, is I started to ask myself this question. What is it that I really want in my life? I kind of followed, I don't know if you've ever gone on a journey in life where you've followed the rules, right? You've gone to school, you've gone to college, you've done everything you should do, and then you end up in life and you don't know where you are, right? Anybody get that? Pop it in the chat if that's me. That was me, definitely. And so this was a moment when I went, God, there must be something bigger than me. And it started me on this journey. But the question that I asked myself was, why do I feel the way that I do? So the 4 pillars start with, we tend to know what we want or what society tells us we want. And we also may know how we do it. So society will tell us, well, you do this, you do that, you do the other. Very rarely, though, do we ask ourselves, why are we doing that? So the first pillar really is, what is it you actually want in your life? And more importantly, why? We may want fame, we may want glory, we may want money, but to what end? You see, billions of years ago, the universe was created, right? We know that. That's not woo-woo. Physicists tell us. And a little bit of stardust started on a journey that became you. And that's a true story, right? You came from somewhere. Your lineage came from somewhere. So the chances of you being on this planet right now are just billions and billions and billions to one. So when you start to think about that, you go, what am I doing with my life? You know, why am I here? But here's the thing. Even if we know what we want, and we know why we want it, our mind's job is to keep us alive. That's its only job, to keep us alive. And it connects to what is familiar and what is programmed into us. Aristotle said, give me the child before the age of 7 and I'll show you the man. And what Aristotle meant by that was that we are pretty much pre-programmed. 80% of who we are as adults was programmed before the age of 8 years old. And so really who we are is just a mixture of everybody else's rules, a mixture of everybody else's thoughts, whether that's our family, our friends, our society. So the third pillar is around our values and our boundaries. We often, to fit in, will move away from who we truly are, just to fit in. So how do we reconnect with our true self? And what I found with working with clients is that we talk a lot about mindset, right? But mindset doesn't drive behavior. You know, if we talk about anxiety, we don't think anxious. We feel anxious. We don't think happy, we feel happy. So thoughts are really the entrance to the feeling. And this is where this is challenging, because we go, well, why do I feel the way that I do? And that's part of the transformation process, that once we understand that maybe we haven't got head-heart incoherence, and maybe the body and the mind is actually trying to help us, but society says, oh, well, you're not good enough, you're different. No, that's not available to you. And the reason for that is that because we've lost our true path. So what we're going to go through today is to look at that and to maybe connect you back with your body, maybe connect you back with your real self. But here's the thing. If it's that easy, Marcus, why don't we do it? Well, let me tell you, this was the other discovery that I had, was around the facts of abundance. The first thing is, our mind's there to keep us alive, not happy. And as I say, it clings to the things that are familiar. Now, your mind is probably the biggest energy source in your body. So it will take the shortest route to get a result. The other thing is, it doesn't know the difference between good, bad. It doesn't know the difference between right or wrong. It only knows what you tell it. And those patterns, looped, become ingrained in our subconscious and unconscious mind. So the first barrier that we need to get over is fear. And we often ignore our gut feeling, and we choose things based on what society tells us rather than what we feel is the right thing. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get over that faith over fear. The next thing is we've got to take action, right? And that's really difficult. And the reason why we're calling this the path to authenticity is because you need somebody with you on that journey. It's really hard to take action on your own. But here's the thing. Whatever you do, whether you take action or you don't take action on building a beautiful life, that is still a choice. And as children, we don't necessarily have the opportunity to choose what we want. But as adults and as grown-ups, we do. We have an opportunity. But how can we trust that that journey we're going to go on is right for us? Well, you see, your mind and your body are always communicating with you. The problem is they don't often speak language. And one of the things that I do with clients is to give a voice to those feelings that people think are wrong. There's nothing wrong with anybody. It's just, is our head and our heart congruent? And the last fact or facts to abundance is stepping forward. Interestingly, yesterday, we had Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Great movie. And as Sean Connery, who plays his dad, gets shot, Indy has to go and find the what's it called, the cup, you know, that the everlasting, the chalice, yeah, that chalice that gives you everlasting life. And just before he goes through all the maze, right, and he rolls over where the things are going to chop his head off, and then he goes through the path, you know, Jehovah begins with an I in Latin and all that sort of stuff. And right at the end, it says that he's got to take the leap from the lion's head, and there's this like chasm that it just looks like if you leap, you're going to die. And so he puts faith over fear, and he puts his foot forward, and it looks as though he's going to fall into this chasm, and his foot lands, and he picks some sand up and he throws the sand across the chasm, and what's revealed is a bridge. You see, often the bridges that connect us to that path of authenticity are already there. It's just that we don't see them. So what I thought we'd do is, we can have this as an open mic, but you can put your questions in. Let me type these in so you can take these away with you. So the first question I want you to think about is, what does authenticity mean to you? Well, what values are you compromising on? And what that means is, are you showing up as your true self? Can you speak the way you want to speak? You know, what values do you have? What are your values? And what stops you living your best life? And this is the important one. How does that make you feel? You see, we only have a limited time on this earth. And we need to grab every opportunity. Sometimes when the chasm is there and we're scared to jump, we need to just take a leap from the lion's head. And maybe what we need is already there. And when we think about it, we might just need to get that sand and just throw it over and just put faith over fear. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to get Paulina just to introduce her breathwork session, and that I invite you just to close your eyes and go through this. And as we go through this breathwork, I want you just to ponder those questions. You know, what does authenticity mean to you? What values are you compromising on? What stops you living your best life? And how does that make you feel? And what opportunities maybe are you passing by? So Paulina, I'll pass it over to you, and then I'll queue up your recording. So if you've got any questions, by the way, everybody, just pop them in the chat, because we want to make this as interactive as possible. So Paulina, over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to guide you through the whole process once we start playing the recording. But the most important thing is to get yourself in a comfortable space for the next 10 minutes. So you're in a safe space and you can fully relax into this experience and think about the questions that Marcus was mentioning.
Here we go. So if you want to turn your cameras off for this, you can. If you want that, you know, bit of safe space. Clearly, if you are driving, don't close your eyes, and you can do this another time. So guys, if you can just let me know that you can hear this when I start it, that would be awesome.
Hello, welcome everyone, and welcome to this beautiful session that we're gonna embark. Welcome to this journey. So for the next 10 minutes, I invite you to find a comfortable seat. You can place your feet on the ground and really rest your arms. And just find your comfortable spot. And you can close your eyes if you didn't do so. And first, I invite you to place your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your body. Feel how your heart is beating, how your energy is, the warmth of your hands. And how are you feeling today? Just check with your body and check with yourself. How are you today? And we're going to set the intention for today's session to really connect to our mind, to our body, to our soul, but most importantly, to find that link. Find a bridge between your heart, your mind, and your soul. To find that alignment and to go deeper into the body, to find that peace and connect your breath with your body. For this session, we're gonna breathe through the mouth. And we're going to do a 2-part breath. So I invite you to place your hand on your belly. And then the second hand on your heart. And I'm going to start with inhaling for 1 through the belly, through the mouth. Taking another breath through your heart, through your chest, and exhaling through the mouth. And it's really important to find the rhythm and to combine those 2 breaths with 1 exhale. So 2 inhales are the same length and 1 exhale. And we're going to breathe like this for a few minutes, really connecting our breath so there are no parts in between. There are no spaces between the breaths. you to go deeper and extend your breaths, your ins and your outs. Find your rhythm. Find what feels good for you. And allow yourself to feel that flow. You can imagine that every inhale is bringing you closer to a new and fresh energy that you're inviting into the body. And every exhale is allowing you to release anything that's not serving you, anything that's not working out for you anymore. Keep on focusing on the breath, on the rhythm, on the path of learning about your body, embodying this practice, getting more oxygen into your lungs, opening your heart space, opening yourself up for a change. Find the sweet spot that's allowing you to be in that state of flow, into this conscious, connected breath. The breath that is making you alive. We are born with the first breath and we die with the last one. So feel it, how this breath is changing your energy, how it's changing your dynamic, how it's allowing you to go deeper and deeper and deeper and discovering yourself more and more and more. Breathing deeply, breathing slowly. Allow yourself to relax into this deep state of surrender. Allowing yourself to go deeper into the parts that are unknown. The parts that have to be discovered. Allowing yourself to relax into this space. Relax into this vastness of phenomena that is called the breath, the alchemy of life. Keep on breathing, going deeper and deeper and deeper. Relaxing further and further and further. Allowing yourself to discover something new. Discover the path to awakening your body, your mind, and your soul. Feel how your energy is changing how your body is changing, how your heartbeat is changing. Allowing yourself to surrender into the unknown. Allowing yourself to discover parts of your soul, parts of your body and your mind. Calming your nervous system, calming your mind, becoming present to here and now. And now slowly return to your normal breathing through the nose. And swallow, allowing yourself to really process this beautiful session and feeling the different sensations and observing what is present and observing what is here and now. You can place your hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat and just notice, did anything change? Allow yourself to observe without judgment. Thank yourself for today's session, for this short breathwork session with me. Thank yourself for being open, trying something new and different. And then slowly bring yourself back into the space for 3, 2, 1. And you can open your eyes and welcome back.
Amazing. So if you want to pop your cameras back on, how was that for everybody? I'll be honest, I was falling asleep. Not in a bad way. I was kind of so used to doing stuff with Paulina that it's kind of I go into that hypnotic trance. I want to quickly, before we just move on, I want to share a story actually about the breath. And it was does anybody know Jay Shetty? Jay Shetty? No. So Jay Shetty he's from the UK, and he made a decision in his 20s to basically go into an ashram and learn to be a monk. Very, very famous now, lives in LA. And when he first went into the ashram, I think he'd worked like Microsoft or somewhere like that. He'd been like an engineer, software engineer. And he saw a 10-year-old monk who was speaking to a 4-year-old monk or whatever. Like, it was monk school, right? Day one of monk school. It was kindergarten monk school. And so he said to this 10-year-old, what's the first thing that you learn when you come to monk school? And the monk said, this 10-year-old monk said, we learn about the breath. And Jay Shetty was confused, like, we did English, math, whatever, right? So he said, explain. And the monk said, when we are born, the first thing we do is breathe. When we die, the last thing we do is to stop breathing. When you master the breath, you master life. And although what Paulina did may be difficult, maybe hard, it may be easy, it doesn't matter. But when we learn to breathe, what happens is that any addiction we might have to whatever, I don't mean like substance abuse or anything like that, but we have an addiction to life and the things that aren't working for us, is that our addiction is to dopamine. And we really only have 2 chemicals that we respond to. And the first chemical is cortisol, and that shuts down our brain. It puts us basically in jail. But when we breathe, and we breathe deeply, and we breathe consistently, we can put ourselves into a state. And as we come up to the holidays, it's my cheesy line coming up now. It's called the present because it's a gift.
Yes.
And when we can become present with who we are in that moment, we then start to make that first step to the path to authenticity. And we start to hear the voice beyond the critical voice, beyond the ego voice, beyond everything else. And we start to connect with who we truly are. Now, in 10 minutes, we can't kind of open up everything and then give you this enlightened thing, and then all of a sudden you walk into it. It's a journey, right? And that's why we call it the path to authenticity. We've got a WhatsApp group, and I'll post that in while Yola's speaking in a minute. We've got a WhatsApp group that you can join, because we're going to be doing some more of these things, but we're going to do some more like private sessions. So you've got to be in the club. So you're now in the club because you turned up. So we've got a WhatsApp group you can join. You can ask us any questions in there. And then if you follow us on Insta, our new Instagram account, so Change Your Life Retreats, is pretty new. But we'll pop that in there, and we'll put the website in there for any more information. And I'll do that, but I want to pass over to Yola, because Yola wants to make you aware of something amazing, something truly transformative that we're going to be doing in 2024. So Yolanta, over to you, and I'll get these links and put in the thing.
So we have some development opportunities in Change Your Life Retreats group, and we'll be, as Marcus said, we'll be continue doing lives, and we'll continue preparing you for that journey. But I would like to share that exclusive invitation to connect and walk your path to authenticity. Most of all, wanted to ask you to connect with us, like our Instagram page, where you will find all the updates, as well as WhatsApp. But I would like to invite you to transformation, and I will present you all the insights of what we have for you in a very near future. I would like to present you with our exclusive retreat, and to continue the journey with us. And this profound transformation that for me, it's like already started with that breath work. But so I will briefly highlight some unique features of our retreat, and in serene location, in a beautiful location, where all the experts, where we will have all the workshops and professional and personalized attention to everyone that will join us. We will, I think we'll find a deeper understanding of who we are, of our path. And I'm going to share the page and share the steps, the insights of it. All right, and let me see. So this is what we are planning for you in upcoming 2024 in April. And we're planning to have exclusive transformation retreat with deposit. If you would like to book the retreat, there is only deposit of $357 today. And we would like to, if you would like to sign up, let me just talk about what we have for you. This is going to be a 5 days, 4 nights, all-inclusive retreat with the daily workshops, with the Marcus as a transformational coach, Paulina as a yoga, meditation, and breathwork teacher. There's the potential for life-changing experience is awaiting with the daily immersive transformation exercises. Will include the wellness day, will include the cacao ceremony, which I would like Paulina to talk about how it looks like and what you may expect and why, what is it for, like the cacao ceremony?
So the cacao ceremony is a very sacred ceremony. I've been working with cacao for the last few months specifically, and it's an amazing tool to open our hearts, not only from a medical point of view in terms of, cacao has a lot of minerals and microelements, so it's great for the body and the nervous system. So it really helps us to relax and unwind and also feel it has a good, feel good factor. It creates a lot of, good hormones, right? And we feel happy when we drink something a little bit sweet. But not only that, on a physical level, that's one part. On the energy level, it's a great heart opener. And I actually was attending one cacao ceremony a few days ago. And it's an amazing tool to open our hearts, to really go deeper into our hearts and transform on a profound level. And the ceremony will be combined with the breath work. So we not only work with cacao on its own, which is a great tool, we're going deeper to really shatter the layer and the shield, or, a block that we're carrying around our heart. A lot of times people feel the heart opening physically in the body. It feels like something is opening, like your chest is cracking open. Some people experience that because we're combining that with the breath work. So the ceremony, the main intention is to open your heart, to transform, to really go deep into the love for yourself, to really discover that love that you have for yourself on that level that you didn't discover before. And I'm a huge fan for manifestation. And for me, this is a great tool to use to manifest the life that you want and desire.
Thank you so much. And if you sign up for your now, your deposit 357, and you bring a friend or partner, you will be able to combine the 10% discount for the retreat. And link to the deposit, we just added to a chat box. We'll also have the barcode. This is a barcode to deposit if you would like to. Once you sign up, you have an access to our exclusive WhatsApp group and all the journey with us for the next 4 months up until our retreat starts. So you have also opportunity to upgrade on one-on-one sessions with the team. This is the link to pay in full. That's an early bird price. So this exclusive opportunity is only today, and we will be sending also a free gift to everybody after this masterclass.
I've worked with some of the best transformation coaches in the world. So for me personally, I've had the opportunity to deliver this to a lot of amazing people, and myself and Paulina have worked together for quite a bit of time as well. This is not just a retreat. I think this is really important. This is not just a retreat. This is about you going on a journey. And what we're going to do is, we've got 5 days, but prior to that, we're going to be doing masterclasses. You join our WhatsApp group. We're going to give you meditations. We're going to answer your questions. So we've got lots of stuff that we're doing leading up to that. So when we're looking at the value of that investment, if you're going to come and work with us, is that we can do that. Now, what we forgot to say is if you've got a friend, anybody got that partner or that friend, the one that needs the help but never wants to go? Anybody? I've definitely got one. But what we're also saying is that we're going to give you a discount. Now, when we look at those discounts, it's about 32% discount by booking in today or before the 24th. Now, I absolutely understand that you're not necessarily going to click a link. I've put the deposit link in the chat. But please at least join our WhatsApp group. If you go to the website, changeyourliferetreats.com, you'll get the link there.
Yes.
The value that we're giving is huge. I double that price, and that's what you would normally pay to come and work with me. Actually triple that if you want to work with me over 3 months. But my point is that you're getting all three of us. But we're also really, really keen. I don't know if you guys are from Pennsylvania area, but we're really keen to support the local community around Poconos. And we want to make this a regular thing. And one of the things that we really want to do also is get other businesses involved and bring people in and really celebrate that area of the US. So this is more than a retreat. This is a movement that we want to start. And I'm so blessed that you've spent your time with us today to actually join us on this. And to walk the path of authenticity means that you don't necessarily need to be perfect. To walk the path of authenticity doesn't mean it has to be shiny. We've got to sometimes dig into the crap, right? And I always say that if you want to grow the most beautiful strawberries, you've got to put them in shit. I said it. I said the S word. If anybody's offended, I'm sorry. I'm just being authentic. So I would love you to really consider this. And if you've got friends, if you've got family, connect with us. You can connect with us on Instagram. You can get into the WhatsApp group and just start to make that connection, because I know how important it is to gain trust. I know how important it is for people to take that first step, right? Faith over fear. But what I want to tell you is we've got you. We've got you. And we've only been able to give you a little bit of something today for an hour. But we're going to take you on a journey for 3 months, and then we're going to deep dive over 5 days and 4 nights. And we're going to make great connection. And I know that, you know, Yola and Paulina, they're amazing at what they do. And when we get into that space, oh, and by the way, I know we're going to go over, but I don't care. Yola didn't mention the wellness center. There's like, what is this, like cryo chambers, and, you know, so we've got exclusive access to that sort of stuff. So we're going to be able to go in there and use the treatment center and gain access to some really cool biohacking stuff. We're gonna invoke your inner superhero over those 5 days. So
we're gonna have like an America makeover.
yeah. It's going to be amazing. So if you've got any questions, please pop them in the chat, but please connect with us and share our link on Instagram. We'd love to have a conversation with you. And I just want to say thank you so much. I mean, it's midnight here in the UK. Paulina's over in Poland, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yola, you're okay. You're East Coast, so you can't complain about anything, right? But we can't wait to get over to the East Coast. I'm really, really jealous at the moment. I've been watching all the snow that's in the Blue Mountains, and I'm like going, I want my snowboard, I want my skis, I want to be in Pennsylvania right now. But I'm going to have to wait until April. But I'm really looking forward to coming over, and yeah, I think we can close it there. So just let us know if there's anybody's got any questions. Grab those links if you want to get in contact with us. And as I say, this is open. This offers open till the 24th. So you can go over to changeyourliferetreats.com anyway, and the links are all there. And if you've registered with us already for this webinar, we'll be sending some information out. And also we'll be sending Paulina's breathwork session and my little transformation toolkit as well. So I just want to say thank you, everybody, for being with us today. And I wish you an amazing evening.
Happy holidays.
I'm going to bed. Yeah, and happy holidays. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy the holidays.
It's amazing. Have
so thank
a
you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We're all done. You can go now.